To attach the cables, first remove the key that holds the cable attachment assembly in place. Do so by pressing on the tab and pulling up on the key. Now lift up on the cable attachment assembly. You can also remove the second key and then remove the entire cable attachment assembly for easier access to the area. Open the gel block. This provides access to the ports into which each cable or multi-cable group is placed. Line up the tab on the gel block with the slot in the closure. Then, with the tail outside of the closure, slide the gel block into position in the appropriate open port. Note, the tabs in the end piece automatically correctly position the gel block. Fill the bottom, larger ports of the gel block first with larger diameter cables. Then fill the top ports with smaller diameter cables. Now, before cutting the strength member, determine which strength member bracket to use. When the strength member is over 1/4 inch in diameter, use the larger bracket. When using the larger strength member bracket, trim the strength member to 1 3/4 inches length from the ring cut. When using the small strength member bracket, trim the strength member to 1 1/4 inches length from the ring cut. Secure the strength member to the strength member bracket as shown. When installing a bond clamp, position the bond clamp 180 degrees from the strength member bracket. Install the strength member bracket into the bottom cable attachment assembly by pushing the metal tab of the strength member into the slot. Bring the first cable into the closure through the outermost side of the cable attachment assembly. Install the hose clamp around the cable retention clips. Position the hose clamp head to the side of the cable. Then, using a 1/4 inch nut driver, tighten the hose clamp into place. Note, the hose clamp head must be located so not to interfere with attachment of cables in the upper 2 ports. The cable retention clips should not extend past the ring cut of the cable. If cables are to be installed in the top cable attachment assembly, repeat the previous steps for those cables. Making sure it's in the right position, reinstall the top cable attachment assembly onto the bottom cable attachment assembly. Secure in place with the keys that were previously removed. If required, attach shield connector per locally approved procedure and attach the eyelet to the ground feed-through stud. Once assembled, the cable and hardware should look like the image on your screen. With all cables in place, close and lock the top of the gel block. If needed, use needle nose pliers to pull the locking tab up and over the locking pin. Insert yellow port plugs into all unused cable ports.